Well, hello YouTube. How you guys doing out there? My name is Jared Fuller, and I'm going to pull closer to the screen and to the microphone. Today is Sunday, October 6th, 2019. I would usually, at this moment, say that Dad and Amy are joining me off camera. They are asleep because it is going on 3 o'clock in the morning. I've got big plans today, so I had to make a decision as to when I wanted to do this video, and so I'm doing it in the middle of the night. Good a time as any. I did fall asleep earlier and woke up and decided, maybe I should do that now because I'm going to be busy for most of the day today. So, here I am. Glad you could join me for another installment of the Sunday video update. There are a few things to go over. But before I get to any of that, I want to remind all of you to visit GuideStar.org. GuideStar.org has a complete and comprehensive listing of all the 501c3 nonprofit organizations and LLCs approved by the federal government of the United States. I gotta swallow for air when I say that's a mouthful to say. Don't be fooled, don't be duped. Visit GuideStar.org today. So, last week was my mom's birthday. I called her up on the phone, wished her a happy birthday. I was there on the 1st. They postponed her appointment with Dr. Pohl for unforeseen reasons. I don't know why. We never found out. We're guessing maybe it had to do with the storms, and the power was knocked out. They had no electricity, so I'm wondering if that might have been the reason or something else might have come up. Obviously, I don't know what the reason was, but it was postponed, so on the 15th of October, I will be back up north at my mom. She wants me to be there to go into the veterinary clinic and maybe get to meet Dr. Pohl. I don't know yet what's happening with that, but I'll keep you all updated on that, what's going on. There's a local girl, I think I've mentioned this before in my other Sunday video updates, but there is a local child from St. Charles. She's 9 years old. She's battling cancer. She's having a benefit dinner coming up on October the 12th at the Backwoods Bar and Grill out on M13, so that's where I'll be. They're having I think it's a spaghetti dinner. That's where I'll be, and I will be there to show my support for the little warrior and her family. As for today, I will be going to Grand Rapids. I'm headed west to take care of some business out there. So, I've been really busy. I was in Saginaw and Owasso yesterday. My brother and his girlfriend bought a car from a close someone that we know. She bought a car from them yesterday, so we had to go to Saginaw. Dad went to Saginaw to pick them up, brought them out here. Then we went to Owasso. And then we followed them back home to Saginaw. So, yesterday was a busy day. And to my brother's girlfriend, thank you for lunch yesterday. It was really good. We stopped at BJ's and had a nice, it was myself, Dad, Amy, my brother, and his girlfriend. It was a nice day. We all sat together at a table at a restaurant and enjoyed lunch. So, if you're watching this, thank you for lunch. It was delicious. I enjoyed it. Now that you have a set of wheels, you can get your asses out here and visit us once in a while. And now you don't have an excuse not to come and see us. So we're going to hold that to you. Now, they have to get it legal first, and they have to get it plated and insured and everything. But after that, they'll be good to go. So as for myself, I'm doing okay for the most part. I received a text message. I'm not going to name names, but I received a text message early this morning from a very close and dear friend of mine that her house had burnt down. They lost everything, including their pets. Like I said, she's very, very close to my heart. She's very near and dear to me. She's a good friend of mine from Owasso. So keep them in your thoughts, please. And I'm going to see what I can do to help. That's really rough when you lose something, like that. I mean, and of course it was more than a something. It was a home. It was memories. It was, all of your possessions. You have nothing. So I'm going to see what I can do to help and try to get them back on their feet again. But I received the text message early this morning, and I was at a loss for words. All I could say was, "Oh my God," you know. So to the friend who probably doesn't watch my YouTube videos, I do apologize if you know it came off as a bit lazy responding, or however you want to put that. I wasn't trying to throw you off or anything. I was actually just waking up, and I read your text message, and so man, I really am sorry. I really am sorry, and I'll see what I can do to help. Because that's what friends do. We all have to be there for one another. Usually I have input from Dad and Amy, but again, like I said, they're sleeping, so I'm flying solo this week. And the noise that you hear in the background, you might be able to hear it, or maybe not, I don't know. That's our space heater, because it's starting to get cold outside here in Michigan again. The leaves are turning color, and of course, because it's fall, so duh, you know. Leaves are turning color, temperatures are starting to cool off, days are getting shorter. So yeah, fall is here, and something else that we don't like is just right around the corner after that. But yeah, I've got plans this afternoon. I got to be out in Grand Rapids, and for the rest of this week, I don't know what's going on. I haven't decided. I don't know what's happening from one day to the next most of the time. But there are specific days that I do know what I'm doing, and the days that I have plans. But, yep, today Grand Rapids. On the 12th, benefit dinner for a local warrior. And then on the 15th, back up to my mom's. Hopefully, we'll get in to see Dr. Pohl. So yeah, I've been busy. There's a lot going on. So how was last week? Last week was okay. Really not anything of consequence to speak of. I visited with some family last week, my cousins who live in town, and but it was short-lived. We had other things we had to do, obviously. And well, that's about it. I mean, it really wasn't too busy. I mailed out some letters to some cancer warriors, and I received a text message from one of the moms thanking me for sending the letter to her daughter, who's a warrior. And now we've been keeping in touch ever since. I'm not giving away names because that's not important. But just know that we're keeping in touch, and we've got each other's cell phone numbers, and I told them to call me if they want to, or write me back, or any way they prefer. Let's stay in touch, and so that's what's up. That's what's happening there. Yeah, everything else it's going. It's good. So was it last week? No, we weren't at the clinic last week. I'm thinking out loud. I don't think anything else was happening this past week. That's about it. I really don't know what else to talk about here. But everything here is good. I'm doing okay. Everybody's, asking me. Like, I received emails and text messages, and yes, I still have Messenger on my phone. I've been getting all kinds of, messages. Oh, you're off Facebook. I couldn't find you on Facebook. That's because I deactivated Facebook, but kept Messenger. So, to the people who were trying to message me back and were unable to message me back or respond to my messages on my page, it's because I'm not actively on Facebook anymore. I deactivated my Facebook account, so there are some people who may not be able to respond to my messages, and therefore I would provide an email address or my cell phone number so they can keep in contact. So for that, I do apologize for the mix-up. But here I am. I'm here to respond and reply to all of you. I hope you are doing well. I hope you're staying in good spirits. I hope the family's doing well. I hope your health is good. Let's keep that open line of communication. As a matter of fact, there's a ding from Messenger right there. And it was from my friend who I'm supposed to be meeting in Grand Rapids later today. Aw. Okay. Alright. So, that's a message from my friend on Messenger. So, those are the friends I'm supposed to be hanging out with today in Grand Rapids. So, I gotta go up to the credit union. I gotta withdraw some money and put some money in, or some gas in the tank, and then head west about, I don't know, a 2 or 3 hour drive. But that's okay. That's fine. It's all well worth it. So I hope you've been doing well. I know I hardly ever upload to YouTube anymore. I haven't written any new poetry. There's some ideas swirling around in my mind. I just haven't had the time to pen them down. But I will eventually get some ideas jotted down on paper, and I'll construct a poem. I'll put up, I'll do the usual. I'll put up a new poem video, and you'll have something to read. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Everything here's good. Amy had an earache last week, and Dad had to take her to Owasso to urgent care, and they had given her, I don't know, some medicine, like an antibiotic, and then let me start this again. We were at urgent care on M21, and she got an antibiotic for her earache. They sent it over to a store called VG's. It's a grocery store. It stands for Van Gilders, by the way. It's a grocery chain locally. They sent her to VG's, so we went to VG's so she could pick up her prescription. She seems to be doing okay now. She's sleeping right now, but she seems to be doing okay. Because she was holding her ear when she was... She was holding her ear when she was sneezing. No, she was holding her ear when she was talking and eating food. Excuse me. Whew. I wasn't expecting that coming. But she's doing okay. She's doing better. She seems to be her normal self in spite of an earache. But she's doing okay. Dad, he's doing okay. He was having his typical, usual back issues the other day. He's in pain every day. He's got deterioration of the spine. And it was an old injury at work. And he's getting around. They told him he'd be in a wheelchair by the time he was 50. He's currently 61, and he's still getting around. So, I keep an eye on him. I keep a close watch on him. I keep a good eye on him. My mother, I was up there last week at my mom's, and she's doing okay. She's in pain as well. She aches all over, and she just turned 57 on Thursday, the 3rd. And so that's when I called her up. We were in Saginaw, or we were headed to Saginaw that day. And I figured I'd call her up, wish her a happy birthday. I wanted to take her to a meal, but like I said, I got so sidetracked doing other things. I wanted to take her out to dinner. I still might, if I've got the money. I go up to see her. I might take her out to, get a bite to eat at a restaurant and consider it like a late birthday present. So there's just been so much going on. We were late paying our property taxes, and that was on the 3rd. We went to Saginaw to the courthouse, to the treasurer's office, to pay our taxes because we had the money to pay them. And the lady looked on the computer and she says, "Well, it's not showing up on our end on the computer." And it's like, wait a minute. The taxes were due last month, and there's a late charge because we were late getting them to you. Oh no, there's no late charge. Bullshit. Yeah, there is. So I don't know if she was a newbie but she clearly, obviously didn't know what she was talking about. So we took the taxes right to our township treasurer, because the last time we were late on taxes, we were told to take them to the courthouse. This time, I guess it was okay to take them directly to the township treasurer, and of course, we had to pay the extra late charge. It was only like $4 and some odd cents, but property taxes are paid. The state's not going to seize our land. We still have our property. But yeah, it was busy going there for a little while. So I've just been on the go, staying busy and just staying focused and, okay, what am I doing today? What am I doing tomorrow? What am I doing the next day? I like staying busy like that. I like to have things planned ahead, and I have things to look forward to. And today is one of those days that I'm looking forward to. Again, the ding you heard in the background, that was from my very sweet friend, she's in Grand Rapids, and she's going to be there for a while, and we made plans to meet up today, so that's where I'm headed to, Grand Rapids. But other than that, guys, I mean, I'm doing all right. Everything here is cool. But for my friend whose house had burnt down, I'm still kind of shaken over that text message that, I lost everything in a house fire. And like I said, I'm going to see what I can do to help her. I'm very close with her and the kids, and I'm going to see what I can do to help. Because that's a really just an awful set of circumstances to be in. If I can help even in the smallest way, I'm going to help her. So, there's really nothing much to talk about. I mean, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. There's really not anything else much to say other than I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. I'm still borrowing oxygen. Oh, and I'm wearing my Mackinac shirt that I got, I think, from my friends in the Upper Peninsula. Obviously, Mackinac, that's an Upper Peninsula name. We talk every so often, my friends in the Upper Peninsula. We talk about things, just very briefly, because they're busy too, and I've been busy, and we text each other or message one another messenger, momentarily talk about things and try to catch up and say, hey, how you doing, or whatever, and then we go about our day. I've got some friends, and I got friends from everywhere, and virtually every corner of the country, and some out of the country. I received a picture from a friend of mine who lives like a couple states over, and she was showing me the fall foliage in her area, and it's looking very pretty. Our fall foliage is starting to show. It's getting there. It takes a little while, but we'll get there, and I'll probably put together like a video montage of all of the fall foliage and do something there. I was thinking of putting together a video today just to kind of show everybody what I'm up to today, but I changed my mind. I might just upload this video and be done with it, which I probably will do. I'm not going to put together any extra videos on what I'm doing today because I don't want to give too much of myself away to people who don't like me. But anyway, in spite of all that, I'm doing really, really good. I'm in good spirits now that I'm not on Facebook anymore. I've been doing awesome. I feel great. I mean, I get lonely once in a while for my friends. But I guess that comes with the territory. That's to be expected. There's people that I used to talk to all the time. Now I'm not on Facebook anymore, so they don't get to see that. You scroll through, and if you want any information about how I'm doing, you just scroll, and there's the information. That's what I'm doing. Now you have to seek me out, and now you have to find out. Now you have to ask questions. Hey, Jared, how you doing? How's life treating you? What you been up to? And a lot of people have, And if that's the best way to keep in contact with the friends I do have, then so be it. But I had to cut Facebook out of my life because it was causing me just an insurmountable level of stress and anxiety. But then again, the social networking site is neutral. The people on there are fucking assholes. Other than that, I mean, I had to get rid of it. It was just getting to be an annoyance. Now I'm just here on YouTube, and I'm living in the real world. I'm experiencing real world happenings. So, that's all for this week. I'm doing fine, and I'm not getting any input from Dad or Amy this week, which kind of makes it difficult because I've run out of things to talk about, and, you know, but that's okay. They had a rough night, and they're not going to be up in the middle of the night to do this video update with me, and that's fine. I have plenty to say on my own. Yeah, they're sound asleep. But anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Much love to all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and happy 9th birthday to Ashlyn, who is an actress, and her mom and I are really good friends. So happy birthday, Ashlyn. I hope you enjoyed your video. Much love to you. I hope you had a wonderful day. And, guys, I'm out of here myself. I got things to do today. And I'm going to try maybe to get a little more sleep before I take off, head out the door. Much love to all of you. Thank you so much for watching again this week. Be good to one another. And I will probably see you here again next week, October the 13th. So, much love and peace. I'm out, guys. Take care.